What if I told you one of the greatest CEOs in history never ran a tech company, never rang a stock exchange bell, never wrote a leadership book, and yet built a culture so powerful it changed the bloodline of history? His name was Boaz, and modern CEOs are ignoring him. Stay with me, because lesson number 4 will challenge how you treat your lowest employee. Boaz was a wealthy landowner in Bethlehem. He ran a large agricultural operation, multiple workers, supervisors, harvest systems, supply management. In today's language, he was running a serious enterprise. But what makes him elite isn't his wealth, it's how he treated people. Picture this: early morning, workers already in the field, dust, noise, labor. The CEO walks in. Now pause. What usually happens when the boss shows up? Silence, tension, performance mode. But Boaz walks in and says, "The Lord be with you." And the workers respond, "The Lord bless you." That's culture. They weren't afraid of him. They respected him. Lesson number 1. Culture is revealed in how people respond when leadership enters the room. And here's where it gets serious, because leadership isn't tested in greetings, it's tested in power. There's a foreign widow in the field, poor, vulnerable, no safety net. In that time, she could have been harassed, exploited, ignored. Boaz doesn't ignore her. He asks his supervisor, "Who is she?" Notice that. He doesn't assume, he doesn't dismiss, he inquires. Good CEOs are curious about the invisible. Then he does something radical. He tells his men, "Don't touch her." That's boundary enforcement. He creates psychological safety. Lesson number 2. Great leaders don't just chase productivity, they protect dignity. Now this is where most leaders fail. Boaz doesn't just say, "Be nice." He embeds generosity into the system. He tells workers, "Let her glean among the sheaves. Pull out extra stalks and leave them for her." He builds margin into operations. That's policy-level compassion, not performative, not PR, systemic. Lesson number 3. If your values aren't built into process, they're just branding. But here's the twist most people miss. Boaz wasn't weak. He was powerful, wealthy, respected, influential at the city gate, which means his kindness was a choice, not a necessity. And that's what makes it leadership. Later, Boaz invites her to eat, and he serves her himself, the CEO passing bread. No ego, no optics team, no cameras. When the leader lowers himself, everyone else feels safe to rise. Lesson number 4. The way you treat the lowest person sets the emotional ceiling of your organization. This is where many CEOs fail. Then comes legal pressure, inheritance, assets, public negotiation. Boaz handles it transparently at the city gate. Witnesses present, clear transaction, no hidden deals, integrity scales. And here's the part that should shake you. That foreign widow, she becomes his wife. Their lineage leads to King David, and eventually to Jesus. One ethical business leader shifted generational history, not with domination, with dignity. So here's the real question. When your employees talk about you, does your presence create tension or blessing? Boaz proves something modern CEOs forget. Profit builds companies. Character builds legacy. If you're leading people, then study Boaz, because culture outlives quarterly earnings.